We had already a camera comparison between the Xiaomi 12S Ultra and the 13 Pro. Now we want to do a speed comparison, so let's get started. On the left we have the 12S Ultra, on the right we have the 13 Pro, and I think we start up with the fingerprint scanner. Which one is faster? I think it was this 13 Pro. Let's do it again to see. I think again maybe slightly the 13 Pro, otherwise they're pretty much on par when it comes to fingerprint unlock. Let's start some application. Let's first clear everything from the cache. As you can see, there's nothing there, both rebooted. They have, however, running a different software version. We have MIUI 14 here, the Chinese variant. We have MIUI 14 here, the EU ROM variant. So that might have something as well to do. Let's start with TV program here. And you can see a bit quicker on the 13 Pro. Let's start up F-Droid, 1, 2, 3. And I think on par, maybe a bit quicker on the 13 Pro, but almost on par. Let's start up something else like our browser. Let's start Opera, 1, 2, 3. And I think this one was a bit quicker here on the 12S Ultra. Let's start the Firefox browser, 1, 2, 3. And this I think on par. Then we have some applications as well, native applications. Let's start the file manager, 1, 2, 3. And I think both basically at the same time. Themes, 1, 2, 3. I think both started at the same time. This one is a bit quicker loading the themes. And then we have the Mi Store, 1, 2, 3. And yeah, this one is like asking for accepting stuff, but I think also basically on the same time. Yeah, and then we have, yeah, what else can we start? Mi Fitness, 1, 2, 3. And you can see maybe slightly faster on the 12S Ultra, but basically the same when it comes to startup times. What we want to check out is in system, actually I have it here, 3D Mark, 1, 2, 3. You can see both basically the same. I had both running the Wildlife Extreme test, and we can check the results here. As you can see here, the results are quite a bit higher on the 13 Pro with the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2. And if we go into the details, we can see that the best loop score on the 12S Ultra is 2600, where the 13 Pro has 3700, so almost double. And then when it comes to the lowest loop score, you can see we have 800 points more on the 13 Pro. When it comes to stability, however, both are very, very close, 77.6 and 78%, so not an improvement on the 13 Pro. I think it might be because they are using a smaller shell here. It's a thinner, lightweight device, and the 12S Ultra a bit bigger. What we can see here in terms of stability, the 12S Ultra is holding much longer and then going step by step down. And here on the 13 Pro, it's holding much less the top speed, then goes a little bit down, holds this a little bit longer, definitely longer than the 12S Ultra, and then steps down again, but roughly at the same point as the 12S Ultra, so not much of a difference here. But you can see in all the loops that we have roughly like 1000 points more on the 13 Pro in comparison to the 12S Ultra. So overall, the winner is the 13 Pro just because of the new Snapdragon processor, but in terms of performance, cooling, and so on, they did not have any difference. You can see here, battery was running from 76% to 63% on both. Temperature from 20 to 41, and here, interestingly enough, on the 13 Pro, from 29 to 44. So it got a bit hotter on the 13 Pro. Maybe they have to optimize some stuff there. The frame rate from 9 FPS to 20, and here from 13 to 27. So you can see, yes, the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 has a bit of better performance there. And you can see this also in games. They are running very, very well, and on both without much of an issue in terms of lags and yeah, stutter or something like this. So this is the wildlife extreme test. Let's check out one last thing, and this is the Kinemaster video editor. 1, 2, 3. 13 Pro, much faster in opening this up. The 12S Ultra is loading the advertisement, might be the reason here. What we want to do is import a video file that we have here. I have it here under Downloads Me Share, and this one under Downloads Share. And 1, 2, 3. And as you can see here, much quicker on the 13 Pro, and then the 12S Ultra, even though the 12S Ultra is loading some advertisements because I'm exceeding my devices that I'm allowed to run this with. So yeah, now we have on the top the 13 Pro, on the bottom the 12S Ultra, and we want to export this sample video. So hit the export button, and let's do 4K 30 on both. So 1, 2, 3. And as you can see here, this one is rendering faster. Despite the ad, it was running still and rendering the video in the background as well. So yes, the 13 Pro is in lead and will win this race here. But you can see it's very, very, very short. It's ready here as well. It's just showing the advertisement. It's very close together. And yes, the 12S Ultra is a bit slower than the 13 Pro, but overall and day-to-day performance, you don't notice this difference. Even in games, yeah, slightly higher FPS rate, but this is basically everything. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this comparison between the two. Yeah, the 13 Pro is a bit faster than the 12S Ultra, but it's not the world. It's just simply, yeah, if you have them side by side, you will notice that the 13 Pro is quicker in certain things, but usually the 12S Ultra is no slouch either with the Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1. That shows how good those processors and chips are and how minimal these improvements are from one generation to another. What do you think? Write it down in the comment section. That's everything for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Until the next time, bye.